often when you start thinking about sales, it's a very crucial factor, right? The factor is, how do I get my salespeople to convert leads? How do I get my salespeople to hit their targets? Great. I'm glad you're doing all of that. But let me tell you something else. You're missing on a very, very crucial aspect for sales performance. And what is that aspect? Is your other employees. One of the things that I teach, one of the things that I encourage is within an organization, everybody should be a sales professional. Everyone. Now, some of you may go, hey, I'm doing finance. Why should I be selling? And the answer is, if you're not, then the company is losing out on your voice. What does that mean, right? So let me give you an example of a client that we're working with. They have got 80 employees. Now, they have got 4 salespeople, but they hit their best year ever. How did they do so? Now, it was very simple. We got every single person to be a champion for their brand in the digital space, for example. So everyone, for example, as part of their KPIs, had to go out there and share information on the company's products and services, share information about the promotions. Everyone had a KPI to do that. And that was the first thing that we did. The second thing that we did and implemented in the organization was to get everyone to support everyone else's post. Let's think about it, right? In the digital space, there is an algorithm. The more you share, or the more people comment, or the more people like, the stronger that post is going to become. So imagine now you have 80 people in an organization. Everyone is sharing at least once or twice a week. Everyone is commenting, liking, and supporting each other's posts. And that triggers a very powerful effect, a ripple effect that goes through the entire digital landscape. 80 people. Everyone's commenting, it's sharing, and assuming out of the 80 people, each one has 1,000 people in the network online. Imagine 80 times 1,000 times how it's the ripple effect. Just imagine that. And that's the impact of selling your brand from within. And I encourage you as an organization to start thinking about it. Do not depend on your salespeople. Yes, they're great. I'm sure organizations have great salespeople that can go out and drive and grow the business. But imagine that you're missing out on this special internal sales force that you've not thought about. How do I get every single person on board? How do I help them? So one of the things that I do is I go in and I implement this, and I teach, and I inspire, and I provide guidelines for non-sales professionals to also act as champions and ambassadors for the brand. Now, the company that we worked with ended up having their best year ever, and it's primarily down to the fact that this was something that was now part of their culture, part of their brand. Everyone was a sales professional. Everyone was a champion for the brand.